so much and learned so much about myself. It's 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 been hard, but it's been really beautiful, and I'm blessed to fucking be here. Hi, my name is Mellow. I'm a 25-year-old chef and activist, and I happen to also be trans, masc, and non-binary.
Mellow, what a fantastic piece. First of all, I thought the cinematography was stunning. It had this like soft focus that was really dreamy. The times of day that they chose to shoot in, just gorgeous. The like close up, the slow mo, the music really all helped to create this ambiance of just like calm, dreamy, thoughtful, wistful kind of vibe. Um, and Mellow is just so beautiful inside and out. And I love their words of, my rights shouldn't be politicized. And absolutely, and I just love getting to hear their story about coming into themselves and figuring out their identity, because oftentimes you think it's supposed to be one way, but it's just it's so much bigger, and there's this broad spectrum, and I'm so happy that they were able to find their place within that. um, and how, despite everything, the discrimination, um, at the end of the day, they love themselves and they're proud of themselves, and happy to look into the mirror, and just finally finding that love and that peace. It's really inspiring. I really like this piece. It was short, but it really hit home.
I really like Mellow. I really like the structure of this. I like the idea of it being a simple, like basically like get to know this person. Like a nice to meet you. Hi, I'm and you just get to know this person's life story, and like and how that their life story kind of is like a proxy for a larger story about this country and society and all of this. I think that, but keeping it to contained to this one person, excellent, excellent way to tell the story, way to do a documentary. I think that really worked really well. So good job.
Mellow was a very short profile, but it was also a very powerful one. It talked on a lot of topics of trans rights and trans discrimination, and I think that's a very important message to bring up because uh, I've noticed this a lot in the current day, but uh, trans rights have been, in today's day, uh, it really feels like how transsexuality is a similar topic to how homosexuality was 2 decades ago, or if we really want to take it back, topics like civil rights or women's rights, where um, during those time eras, even if you supported it, the general consensus was you supported silently, which unfortunately meant that the only people who spoke up were those being oppressed. Um, and while you can say that these things are wrong, nothing is being put in place to protect their rights. So you're forced to live with situations where someone who's trans will unrightfully get fired from their job or evicted from their apartment for discriminatory reasons, but there's no rules or laws set in place to protect them from these acts of discrimination. So I think that this profile was very important in the sense that it brought up a lot of these issues through this story, and hopefully sooner rather than later, we can get to a place where we do have these rights set in place to protect those who identify as trans, because at some point most of us there was a time where we were judged for who we were. And I believe that no one should have to go through that, and we should be supportive of anyone who has to deal with that level of discrimination.
I thought this was really interesting to kind of look at what identity can mean to somebody and how it can be fluid and change, and it doesn't have to be so, I guess, extreme in your own definition, and how you can change it and adjust it to what fits best for you. I thought this is a really interesting way to kind of look at that and examine it from a different perspective of taking something that you thought you knew the meaning of, or that you thought meant something, and learning that that can just be a starting point, and it can be in whatever you want, and it can fit you even if it doesn't look the way that you thought it was going to, or if your definition needs to change. So I thought that was really, really interesting.
So I absolutely loved and appreciated being able to watch Mellow. I thought it was so beautifully shot and just captured this person's story so beautifully. And I think it is so important that, you know, we highlight trans experiences and non-binary experiences, because too often, you know, these communities are so misunderstood and unheard. And I think this film was just a very important film to make, and I just loved that I was able to watch it, and it was just very eye-opening to a lot of the issues that trans people are facing and have faced for many years. And I think you guys did a really excellent job of capturing all of that, and I think this is a film that, you know, many people should see. So really great job.
Wow. Mellow, just 3 minutes of thought-provoking, beautiful storytelling. I can't, my heart is broken. I'm having trouble finding words, because my heart is broken for this person who, you know, I mean, is just trying to find their way, and just trying to be accepted for who they are. And they're a beautiful person, probably makes incredible food, being a chef, and the struggles and the rejections they've had to endure because of who they are as a human being is just unacceptable. And I'm so happy you made this movie, because this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful person whose story needed to be told. It's really gorgeously shot. I love the kind of cut-tos and the kind of candid moments that you see of Mellow, and it's really emotionally provoking. It's I'm having trouble speaking. That's how much I love this movie. It's really fantastic. It's fantastic. Beautifully directed and beautiful storytelling. Thank you for making this. Thank you. Everyone needs to see this, because it's just 3 minutes that's going to change so many people's hearts and minds. Thank you for making this.